This will be a debunk proving that we should not ever allow any more extreme Dems in high power in the US. Extremist, socialist, openly anti-American Dems with whack values should not only never be allowed in positions of high power in America again, they should be arrested and held on treason charges for what they've done and do. Extremist Dems have destroyed Washington State, California, Virginia, Minnesota, Illinois, NYC, Oregon, and more. In Virginia, they are actively destroying lives. You can view my linked Virginia Dems piece, I already did. For all of the extensive lists and lists of reasons as to why the left/Dems are evil, openly anti-American traitors as a whole, view my other pieces and channel, covered it all pretty well. We have reasons, good ones. We aren't just saying, nor is it fascism. They are factually guilty of felling, destroying, invading America, ruining lives, dividing us, all of the destruction, deaths, violence, lying and pushing evil socialist anti-American agendas, putting America last, constant treason, tyranny, weaponizing, constitutional violations, incitement, corruption, greed. I mean, need I keep going? Tons of high treason, crime, enabling drugs, cartels, criminals, repeat offenders to be let free. You have zero base. You don't even know who you're defending, what Mamdani's agendas are. He doesn't think billionaires should exist. He wants socialism for New York City and America. He vowed socialism for New York City if elected, and to defy ICE/Trump. He thinks white people specifically should be taxed more than the rest of us. He claims that he is not racist while actively being racist. He is a traitor who probably should be jailed at this point, probably for life, for being a commie traitor, deep state destructive. Yeah, okay, you get it. Newsom, Harris, Pritzker, and so many more are exactly the same. They have whack extremist and openly anti-American views and agendas. All Dems back socialism for America. They back gun bans, oppression, censoring, tyranny, open borders, and worse. I cannot explain just how evil and anti-American U.S. Democrats, a lot of them, have become. An uptick in Muslims taking leadership here. If you are not born here, then you should not be allowed to lead, period. Ilhan Omar is a massive disgrace to our country, and we need to stop Islam/Muslims and her kind from taking us over like they admit to doing/wanting to do. It was already happening with Dems. We would be Canada right now. We're in America. It is stupid to elect a communist, socialist, country and people destroying traitor terrorist with terrible destructive agendas. People like him should never be allowed in positions of high power in the USA ever again, period. No debate. As an American, what I just said is common sense. He will destroy New York City, destroy lives, cause misery, deaths, destruction, and more. And if you're over here talking about, oh, he wants free this and that, I want to cuss you out. If you support/defend Dems like Newsom or Mamdani, you just made yourself an automatic debate loser. Defending them proves you openly anti-American, and that's a fact. They factually cannot be allowed in positions of high power in America. This is America, not socialist Nazi land. Not our fault most modern-day Dems have went full anti-American traitor, lying, socialist, evil, divisive nuts. The left is the proven, self-admitted, self-proclaimed deep state. They are the swamp that we've all wanted drained for so long. They prove the enemy within, helping us fall to get invaded, become weak, and utterly failed from within. So much open and clearly intentional sabotage, so many openly anti-American values shoved down our throats, constant lies, pandering, using, scheming. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson even said, quote, "Stop using the term illegal immigrants because it's offensive." Nope, they are factually illegal aliens, Johnson, and you're an extremely openly anti-American traitor to every real American that has ever lived, and you deserve prison, probably for life, and no one is listening to your BS. Mamdani literally gave a communist collectivism speech directly quoting Mussolini. Biden Harris destroyed America and American lives. All Dems like Warren, Jeffries, AOC, and dictator judges like Bragg and Smith do is lie 24/7 and divide Americans with fear-mongering. They need held directly accountable. Dems like them will be the utter takeover, changing, and downfall/destruction of America. Had Kamala Harris/the Dems won 2024, America as we know it would have been factually completely gone. Their actions, agendas, and desires prove so. Putting commies like Newsom in high office, letting him gut California's grid and economy is treason. Dividing us with fear-mongering, cussing out hardworking folks while ruining their lives like farmers, truckers, you name it. Defending socialist tyrants like Mamdani, filing nearly 1,000 lawsuits in months just to paralyze like everything Trump does or touches. It's warfare, it's lawfare, trying to strip him of ballots and sabotage his every move. We need some kind of war against them. Same for the activist lib judges acting like absolute dictators. You force war, you force 24/7 acts of war, you deserve nothing but reaction in return. We should be waging some kind of peaceful war against Dems. That piece I did is linked. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson had said that imprisoning violent criminals is racist and immoral. I mean, that's just ridiculous. He needs prison. What happens when we allow such people to lead? Domination, destruction, felling, takeover, cops arrest innocents while allowing criminals like is seen in the UK. You cannot make this stuff up. People like Kamala Harris and Joe Biden should not even ever be allowed to run for president, let alone lead the USA. In California, Dems are actively pushing for reparations. Democrats are going to take from citizens who never owned slaves to give them to people who were never slaves in a state that never had slaves, in a country where you can make your own way from your own two hands. Anybody can. They help illegals and put them first, the Dems do. All of this while California is already at a $1 billion deficit. Giving $5 million to every black person is literally a crime against humanity, and it deserves prison. They are hypocrites, like Mamdani running against his own free bus plan and then pushing for a radical agenda that could clash with New York's diverse and pragmatic needs. Also in Virginia, where the same Dems that ran on lowering costs for consumers there instead rose taxes and employed a list of Marxist overreaching nonsense. They say they want to help us, but all Dems really ever do is harm us like crazy. Many, like AOC and Harris, were proudly for defunding the police and things like sanctuary cities. Dems like Biden, Harris helped illegals come, and even Dems like Schumer say they want all illegals here to become U.S. citizens. Dems like Soros fund paid protests and things like No Kings, where crowds of millions chanting communism for America are given pallets of bricks to attack with. They want to destroy us, change us, harm us from within. All Dems have done is weakened us, fail us, and nearly fail all of our systems, from our jails to courts to rehab, healthcares, and more. New York's radicals prove Democrat policies are a path to disaster.